Hey guys, what's up? So today's video is going to be all about my wash and go routine and how I get my hair super defined and minimize shrinkage on my type 4 hair. I do have a lot of curl patterns within my hair, so I don't specify which category I'm in specifically, but I would just broadly say I am in the type 4 section. So for today's wash and go, I'm going to be using a method called the Dickies method, and this is something I saw on YouTube and tried it and it worked for me and it's amazing. So if you want more info on that, I will leave the video that I watched in the description box. So I'm going to be starting out with my shampoo and conditioner. So I'm using the AUSSIE Mega Moist shampoo and conditioner, and you do want to have a cheap conditioner because we're going to be using a lot. So I'm going to be using a lot of conditioner and a little bit of deep conditioner. The deep conditioner I'm going to be using is the Aunt Jackie's Fix My Hair conditioning mask, and then afterwards I'm going to be using the LALA defining curl custard, and then to actually hold my curls I'm just going to be using the Eco Styler in the olive oil version. So now I'm just going to shampoo my hair and really get any product buildup out. I find that when my hair is clean, it is more defined, and it'll just be best because I'm going to be adding a lot of product afterwards. So just clean your hair one time through and detangle as much as you can. And then now we're going to get on to the most important part of this method. Basically, the point of this is to work on super wet hair. So as soon as I wash out my shampoo, I go in to condition it. And this conditioning part is not a joke. You have to put as much conditioner in your hair as you can, basically, not as you can, but you have to put about like half the bottle is what I use, or maybe like a quarter of it, and I just work that throughout my hair. And you have to have so much conditioner in there that it kind of elongates and stretches your curls because it is moisturizing your hair, and the weight of the conditioner is stretching it downwards, if that makes sense. Again, if you want to know more about the actual ideas behind this method, I will have all the information in the description box, but this is what works for me. So I just load my hair with conditioner, and I make sure it's heavy and it's soft and it's moisturized and it's elongated and detangled. This is where I do all the work while my hair is very wet and very moisturized. So it's easier to work through your hair when it's in this state, and usually doing this prevents a lot of shrinkage for me. So after my hair is loaded with conditioner in every single part and detangled, I like to leave this in for about 5 to 10 minutes to let it really soak in and pull itself down as much as it can. So after I wash it out, this is how wet your hair should be when you're about to work with it. So literally dripping wet. And I also have a spray bottle when I'm working on it to kind of keep it wet consistently throughout the process. So while it's wet, I'm going to apply the Aunt Jackie's Curl LALA, if I can see, the Curl LALA defining custard in my hair while it's still super wet. The whole point is to put everything in while it's dripping. So I'm just going to work in a little bit, not too much, because I don't want to have a white cast on my hair afterwards. So I'm just gonna put it in a little bit, and a little bit goes a long way. So that's all I'm gonna do, work that in a bit, and yeah, let's actually go on with the wash and go. So as you can see, my hair is still super wet, but I'm gonna have some clips on the side to move it out of the way, and my spray bottle to keep it wet while I'm styling. So I'm not very organized with this part. I kind of just spray my hair with water and then work the gel through as fast as I can because I'm trying to wash and go. I'm not trying to wash it and style it for 2 hours. So I kind of just start working the gel in, and my hair is pretty detangled at this point, so I don't have to section it off and be too detailed. If your hair is longer and thicker and just not as easy to work with, I would suggest sectioning it off and actually taking your time, because the more time you take, the more defined it'll be. So I'm gonna take my Denman brush and kind of just brush the ends a little bit to help the curls come together a bit better and to minimize the frizz. This is actually a really great method if you do have very frizzy hair. Surprisingly, I always thought that brushing out my hair would make it worse, but in this case, because my hair is super wet and has gel in it, it actually helps the curls come together even more defined. So as you can see, I'm just doing the same thing all around my hair. I'm just making sure my hair is super wet, super detangled, and using my brush to kind of get the clumping and the curling a little bit better. So as you can see, as soon as I brush it out, it starts clumping together and the curls are forming a lot more clearly. So this is the best part. And then I just keep shingling and putting gel and making sure my hair stays wet. The most important part of this process is the conditioner. So after you're done that, it makes everything so much easier. My hair is still stretched out, it's not shrinking, and you can see right here it's still touching my shoulders, which is crazy. Even though it's not fully dry yet, it is very, very, very stretched out for a wash and go, in my opinion. I don't usually get these results, so after I found this method, I was like, wow, my life has changed. And here you can see, this is where I have more like my 4C kind of hair in the front. Very tight, small curls, so I just kind of go through and really, really define those. And now I'm onto the part of my hair that does not curl up very much. It's more of in the 3 category, so I just brush it out, put some gel in there, and just let it do its thing and curl up on its own. Now that my hair is fully done after the whole conditioning process, you can still see my curls are still very elongated, very defined, and very frizz free. So after I let it dry a little bit, this is what it looks like. This is about 50% dry, so it's still very defined, and the shrinkage is not coming out too much. It's still super elongated, and it pretty much stays like this for the rest of the time. So I do only air dry because blow dryers tend to frizz up and clump up and dry up my hair like crazy. So I just get the best results through air drying. When it gets to 100% dry, this is what it looks like. As you can see, the shrinkage has not happened. It is still very much shoulder length-ish. It's not shriveling up. So this is the best method that I have found. So again, if you want more information, it's all in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know what you think and what your methods are. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.